Good evening, everyone. I know I didn't schedule this or even put it up that I was going to go live this evening, but we're here anyway. For the moment, anyway. How are y'all doing? Hope everybody is well. Let's see, we all good to go. Everything should be fine. I'm just looking to see, do I have everything that I need? I should. I think I've right to the number. I think so. Yes. So yeah, you know the usual routine. We just wait a few minutes and then we go live. That's probably just a notification now telling me that I'm going live. Quite literally is that's great. Like the notification to tell me that I'm going live. Imagine that. I need a notification to tell myself when I'm going live. It's insane. But yeah, a good bit to talk about. Good afternoon, Sean. How are we doing? Good evening. I know what's good instead of good afternoon. It's a bit too late for good afternoon. But how are we doing, Sean? How are we keeping on this lovely? I nearly forgot what day of the week. It's Wednesday, of course. I don't know. You get confused. Wednesday, Thursday, pretty much the same thing. Hello, later. How are you doing? Hope we're well on this lovely Wednesday evening. Well, apart from the weather, I don't know what you say. This is lovely weather for the spring. Yeah, it's just been miserable. It's one of those miserable days. It's not nice and sunny. That's put it that way. It's not a spring day, no. It's just been miserable. Just pissy rain, pretty much. And this is the spring, so I hate to see what the summer's going to be like if this is the way it's going. Trump Gaza, yes, I seen the AI sketch thing that Donald Trump put up in his Truth Social. He put it up on Twitter too. So, bum bum. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out for him. I don't think it's going to work too well. If he is serious about the United States taking over Gaza and stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think it'll work out too well. To put it nicely, unfortunately. Is there no direct flights to pursue? I'm surprised there isn't any direct flights going. I presume they have to go somewhere else. They'd like to go to Cuba for, so to go somewhere else. And besides, I'm surprised there isn't a direct flight from Ireland to Brazil. But yeah, we probably shouldn't make one either. Let's put it that way. But I thought there always was one. I wouldn't mind if it was Uruguay or stuff like that. No, for London. Oh, right. That tells you what I know. No, I'm surprised there isn't. No, I wouldn't mind Uruguay and Paraguay and stuff like that, smaller countries like that. I'm surprised Brazil, because Brazil is a big enough country. But let's put it this way: I won't be going to Brazil, and if I have to go to London, But I don't know. They might get a Ryanair flight and stuff like that. I don't know what to survive that journey Ryanair. Because it's desperate. But anyway. But yeah, so we probably shouldn't put that. We probably shouldn't make a flight. Let's put it that way. That's what I'm trying to say there. Yeah, I see what they're complaining about, and I get what you're saying now. They're complaining about. Yeah, well, too bad. If it was never there, what's the point? There's not much demand then. If it was never there before. I got a tone stuck in my finger earlier on, and it's it's that prickly kind of feeling you have in your finger. So that's why I'm tricking around with Tom because it's not there now, but you can feel away with it, even though it's such a small, like, so small, like the tone the way in earlier on. I was moving a few branches and stuff like that. Literally so small for like a bit of a I don't know, try what to say. Um, and you can feel it more if your arm was cut off. Um, quite funny, the way that goes. Um, so yeah, the usual routine. We had to hang around for a few minutes until notifications and stuff go out. The usual thing. Let's put that way. But I don't think there'll be many people here tonight because I didn't really say I was going to go live Wednesday. I didn't really put it up. So it's my own fault for not putting it up and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I didn't put it up. I was going to say we can get that too if they wish. If they wish that one too. It's a way they can go. Yeah, but I don't think they like that too much. But anyway, um, I said it's going to be a quiet evening. No, I don't think there'll be many people here tonight. Do. What has happened here now? Sorry, I'm just looking at this now. What is this? I don't know what you would call that in Twitter. Sometimes in Twitter, you just don't know what to say. Like things that pop up and stuff like that. It's hard to find the words to describe some of them. Um, so the United States of America, this is just after coming in. The United States of America is going to impose, sorry, not import, a 25% tariff on all EU products. Now, I don't know if Ireland's going to be excluded, or what's the story, but it seems to be all products in it. Well, cows specifically, and it doesn't specify, it says cows and other products too. So that's what it seems like. So that's going to probably fuck us over a good bit. But anyway. Um, yeah, so apparently there's going to be a 25% tariff on the European Union goods from the European Union, Ireland included, of course. Hello, Little England. Good evening. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Hello, Fight. Good evening. Good afternoon. But yeah, so that's apparently just after coming in. That it's going to be 25% tariff on the European Union. So Ireland obviously included. So put the finish hat. Long story. It's a long story. Um, we're not getting into it tonight. Let's put that way. Because literally be here for the next 6 weeks. Good evening, Frank. Hello. So yeah, we probably get started. Sure, we might as well get started now. Usually, we always just hang around for a few minutes and chat at the beginning of the stream. Now, there isn't that much tonight to discuss, but still a bit as well. It's not too much. We could have put more into it a bit. But anyway, we get started. Yeah, I probably should tone this down a bit because it is pretty loud too. I just noticed that there now when I was going deaf listening to myself. So I suppose we start with the thing that everybody's talking about at the moment, of course, today. And that's to do with the Gardaí. What a surprise. So the Gardaí, the new recruits from Garda Síochána, not vetted, basically. Long story short, what that means is, uh, the new Gaudi recruits, Gaudi that are probably on the beat as we speak, are not getting background checks. Pretty much what I'm trying to say. So pretty much, if somebody could join a Gaudi Sína Conn be wanted by Europol, take for example, or be a mass murderer or be convicted rapist or whoever. And the Gaudi know nothing about it because they never bothered to look at these individuals' backgrounds to see what their backgrounds are. Who are they? Where did they come from? Are they good citizens? Would they make a good guard? They just kind of put them into it and give them a job, and they don't care about they don't look at their background. So, and it's funny, the thing that Taoiseach said today, because this was brought up in the Irish Dáil today, in Dáil Éireann, the Taoiseach said, basically, what's the big issue with Gaudi not being vetted? I don't see an issue, but this is a man that doesn't believe in the backwards looking at EU sovereignty. But yeah, so long so short, it's probably Gaudi walking. But we already knew this. We suspected this for years that there was Gaudi walking around that shouldn't be Gaudi, but wouldn't vet it, and let's put it that way. It's the same with many people here. No vetting. You could say it either way. So it's pretty much the same as well. People coming into the country, they're not being looked at, and then the cows are not being looked at. Next thing we hear, the defence forces people are not being vetted going into that. So pretty much, now we don't know how long was this always the case. This probably was always the case, but yeah, we've seen in Cavan there the other day, last week. The video only came out there. No, not last week, but the weekend gone by. The Gaudi were going into what they call it, a mosque to get recruits for an Garda Sína Conn. As the Garda said, they can't be all Irish people in Garda Sína Conn, they said. So they say in Garda Sína Conn. So they say in Cavan, the Guards, they can't be all Irish Gaudi. Long story short, it's hilarious. But you don't know to laugh or cry. But yeah, so this is the latest fuckery. And again, the Taoiseach you see later on, if you look it up on Twitter, it's all going viral at the moment. The Taoiseach basically say, "What if? What does it matter that no Gaudi are vetted?" Like I'm sure the person who's looking after him is vetted. Let's put it that way. But yeah, it's only making it easier for people turning up out of the blue, as Sean said there. This is only the truth. Yeah, like there's many instances of that. If we looked into it, we probably would be here all day looking at them. But yeah, so this too came out today. More PSOI hikes on the cards. And this wasn't, as this person says, I didn't see this on Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil's election posters. There was no word about this on during the election. There was no word. Obviously, we always expected because people are living to older ages. And there's a huge gap to be filled in terms of paying the pensions because there's huge state pensions that have to be paid. And as this person said, and this is the truth, I didn't see it on the Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil. I never heard this. So why did they come out with it now? Because they don't give a shit and they know Irish people are not going to do anything about it, unfortunately. So they're going to do this anyway. So more PSOI hikes. We'll be all delighted. Everything, at this stage, the might as well just take all our money and leave. That'd be the best thing to do. So that's great news. Lovely stuff. Yeah, but Tusla too. But that's the child of family protect. This is the people enforcing the laws. If you call anybody, like say if there was a crime or anything, you call him Garda Sína Conn, the guard that turns up is not a fetid guard. He could be a criminal himself. He could rob you blind too. It's important. And then obviously too, going around elderly people, etc. They should be vetted. So this is just going back to this actually. Garda College applicants left waiting as new applications submitted without complete vetting. So, yeah. So it apparently was from 2022 to 2023 the people wouldn't vet it. So a good while ago. And these people are Gaudi now. Some of them are Gaudi and stuff like that. So we should see where that goes. But so yeah, I'm sure people heard about this too. This was on a ferry coming from Wales yesterday evening. a pretty serious assault, whatever happened, pretty serious, like a huge altercation, whatever the cause was. So I never heard what the cause was. But yeah, one woman died on the ship on the ferry. It seems like it was some kind of I don't know, somebody went mad or pretty much I don't know, could have been a random stabbing. But long story short, there was a lot of chaos and there was a lot of um, confusion and stuff. So yeah, but this is the new norm, unfortunately. Now, the people just being killed on ferries and stuff, and that. Um, you know, he's a civil servant. Yeah, like that's true. Like his teachers not being vetted. Yeah, like that's a well-known thing. That's because the can't get teachers; they're not fully qualified. In terms of that, because they can't get the teachers to substitute for teachers that are sick and stuff like that. So that's the problem there. So I just want to bring your attention to this too. A 6-year-old autistic boy is facing a delay up to 10 years to have his teeth extracted, despite him being in much pain and hardly able to eat or sleep. Um, so this is the Irish state in 2025, unfortunately. We're basically letting this young lad, I think, yeah, it's young, yeah, young lad. They're pretty much telling him, we don't care. Wait 10 years. Come back to us then. And it's unfortunate because, again, it must be agony. Like you can really tell by the picture too that the young boy is in a lot of pain, especially with his teeth. It's like pretty much it's very awful stuff. And again, the state just like 10 years, wait 10 years and come back to us then. Uh, the country is just it's rotten. Like I would love to see them tell a Ukrainian to wait 10 years for surgery and stuff like that. I'd love to see them tell that, but they wouldn't do that because it'd be all over OT news if they did. There'd be uproar. Not probably, yeah. Like the whole system's rotten. I think we all can agree on that. We'll not get to that yet. So we all know about this scanner that cost 120,000 euro, 120,000, yeah, and wasn't used in 8 years and just basically sat there and done nothing um, for the last 8 years. So that's great. So another good investment by the Irish state for the benefit of the Irish people, of course. It lay there for 8 years, and who knows if ever it's going to be used. They say it's going to be used, but really, is it? Outside the European Union, yeah, there's a good lot of trouble with that. Uh, so National Slowdown Day was today too, um, and like you wonder what people be doing. You wonder what people be doing at going at this speed, like nearly 30. Basically 30. It's over 30 or nearly 30 kilometers over the speed limit, and you wonder why there's accidents. Let's put it that way. Um, so I talked about this yesterday in the video. So the average rate in cavan is 100 and I think it's 130, 1,375 in cavan at the moment. The average rate in cavan, just to say, not in Dublin, in cavan. Um, Great stuff, pretty much. What I'm trying to say. We're living the life of Wiley, pretty much. Irish people living the life of Wiley. Irish people are, of course, allegedly, of course, too. But yeah, what more is to say? Agreed. Um, yeah, the pets coming in, they would probably have to be vaccinated and stuff like that, and have the vaccine cards and stuff like that. We'll get to this now in a second. Go back to this. It's kind of laggy for me tonight for some reason. This thing. We just chat here for a second and then we move on to the stuff. Why is that lagging now? What have I done to this now? I've clicked something or something. I've hit something and I fucked it. Might walk itself out here. It's a bit laggy, you can see on my end. Why would that be? What have I clicked or must have hit something? Yeah, we're paid for a lot of the like a lot of animals to come over here from Ukraine and stuff like that. Hundreds of thousands, like literally hundreds of thousands. Um, for whatever reason, I do have a reason why we did it, but anyway. I think it's better now. Just trying to make it a bit better though. Um, See, we're paying for a lot of stuff after, in terms of like just taking about it out, like paying for pets and stuff like that come over. It's lunacy, and then paying, isn't it 2.7 million a day for people to be in the acquisition, something like that? It's insane. Oh, I don't know the exact money now. To be totally truthful, I don't know the exact money. But it is pretty high, I say now. Probably more than I go out. Like I work a 40-hour week, and it's probably more than I get going to work. So I'd be better nearly becoming, getting a Ukrainian passport and becoming a Ukrainian. Um, you know, um, because I don't know why I go out to work if that's the case. Um, you know, let me see. So I don't know. In the post office, but is that just people with children or what is to do it? Because I've often heard many people say different things. There's this much, and then there's that much, and then there's the other much, and there's that. You know. Hello, Tony. Good evening. How are we doing this Wednesday? I hope we are well. Yeah, well, you see that all the time in videos and stuff like that. If you ever go to, like, YouTubers and stuff going to public offices, like for what they call 440, the Auditon channel, you often see them in here. The majority of the time when he goes to the Department of Education, take this up, I've seen these videos in the Department of Education, it's all people from Somalia and stuff like that, security. Um, like even if you go to any public office now, government office, like like council offices and stuff, the majority of them are the security guards are Somali, from somewhere like that, you know. Give me a moment. Something about this is from down the other side of Cavan. Something about somebody going around looking for signatures, people to sign stuff, and looking for a euro or something like that a day for some charity that doesn't exist. Apparently, that's what I've been told. Not too far away from here, about 20 minutes or so. So I had to keep a look at. He's a Donegal man, Sean, apparently, because he's a Donegal accent. So, but the charity doesn't seem to exist. So I don't know. He's up to no good. This Donegal fellow. Whatever he's up to, because he's saying it's a euro a day. You can win a car and stuff like that. But why would it be a euro a day and stuff like that? Like it's some kind of draw, but you just pay a euro a day for it and stuff like that. And they're looking for people's bank accounts and stuff. Weird stuff. No, it's not me. I'm just saying the person's winging me to tell me this. Because apparently the Gaudi are out looking for them wherever they're gone. Because it's only 20 minutes down the road from here. So I don't know. But we will. I detain him if he comes here. Because he doesn't have any identification and stuff. That's So that was that. Sorry, I just added that just to see what was going on. So that's apparently what's happening. I have to look into it a bit more, I suppose, to see what's happening there. See, this is what happens when I go live. Everybody fucking wings me. Excuse my language, but that's the time everybody wings. So that's apparently that. Now, I don't know if it's legitimate, but how it's legitimate. Couldn't imagine it's legitimate. You see, they're trying to roll out digital IDs, or they're trying to do the same here too. So I don't know what's the story there. No, it's not. Like it's a Donegal fellow because the cow registration he has is Donegal, and he has a Donegal accent. But why would he be coming down here if he was in Donegal? Why would he be coming down to Cavan to look for money for charity? Would he not go up there? It's all very sus, and especially coming at this time of night, in the dark evenings to people. Down back country roads, like it's not in the middle of the middle of a town or something. It's going down back country roads looking for money from people. So, and then especially with the person asked him for his identification, he wouldn't give them his identification. He wouldn't say who he is. He wants the bike details. It was because the man there just told me what he wanted. He was saying it's for a cow. It's a draw for a cow, some charity in Donegal. He says it's €1 a day. You have to pay €1 a day. And the reason how you have to pay the €1 a day, you give him his bank details and he takes €1 out of your account every day, apparently. But let's be fair, he'd probably take all your money. He wouldn't just take €1 out of it. And why would he? Like, if it was any kind of genuine charity, he'd be looking for €10. €10 up front. There you go. And he's giving people things to sign. It's insane. Yeah, well, no, it's very shifty what's happening with him. The Gaudi probably won't get him, unfortunately. So I don't think they will. I think he's long gone by now, wherever he is. But he'd be long gone if I get him. Well, he's not going to front of people. He went to this fella. He's a bit older than me. He's in his 40s and stuff. So he's kind of just trying his hand or whoever. So that's what's going out at the moment. The Galley would do nothing yet. I know that, but it's just to kind of move him on. Let's put it that way, to stop annoying people. That's the thing. Because see, if that man there, he was at his door. If that man then stopped him and grappled him and put him in what they call what do you call it? Civilian, what they call it? Citizens Arrest. The Citizens Arrest, yes. Should he be more trouble nearly for doing it than the person doing it? So God only knows. Again, he didn't give any identifications. So that's the main red flag. Would usually have things, identification to show that they're able to do it. Because you need a permit too. You can't be just going around to people's houses looking for money. You need a permit to be able to do that, first of all. Because how I know that during Christmas here, the choir was going around to people's houses, and they needed to get a permit just to go around to collect a few bob for the church and stuff. Take down the wallpaper, of course we do. But that's apparently what's happened to them. Again, apologies for that. I just answered it just to see what was going on. But I don't think he's coming down this way. Like, I know it's 20 minutes from here, but I don't foresee him being down here. I say he's gone across the board and he's left because he's rappelled a few feathers. He has rappelled a few feathers because it's up in the community WhatsApp and stuff like that. So he's been locked. He's been hunted, let's put it that way. Not by the Gardaí, but all members of the public too are hunting them down now at the moment. So I don't foresee him coming around here. I don't mind if it's genuine, but it's very sus now. Him coming at 6:30 in the evening, not giving it when he's asked for the identification, he won't give it, and then he's looking for people's bank details and the signed pages and stuff like that. And not saying what's his name or anything like that. So that's what's annoying people. And especially it's a Johnny God charity. It's not like a local charity. So it's all very shifty. But anyway, yeah, apologies for that. And these things could just happen, But I haven't seen him. I don't really want to see him, but if he comes, you get his answer. Con man, it seems to be. Maybe this January, but I don't foresee it. Especially because the person that I literally just talked to there asked him for his name, asked him for his identification. And then he pretty much said, "Oh, I'll come back to you some other day." That's was his excuse, and then made his exit. So, anybody asked that if it was legitimate, they straight away say, "Oh, my name is such and such," and this, that, But this man straight away, as soon as he asked this other man the question, off he went. I'll come back to you another day. Yeah. So, yeah. Who the fellow that just rang me? You misgendering him. He's a man. He wouldn't be too happy. You're calling him a woman. But who knows how many other houses he called to? So who knows how many other houses? Should we see? Right, we go back to where we were before we were rudely interrupted. But anyway, I suppose there's no harm the people ringing me to tell me these things. Because it is only about 20 minutes away from here, give or take. About that, anyway. So, the party in Finland that wants to protect women, let's put it this way, are not protecting women. Shocker. These true Finns. He's literally tried to strangle his wife. What can you say? Because the same people will say, "Oh, we want to protect Finnish women, etc." Like every day of the week, you hear this from the true Finns. It doesn't relate because this is not the first incident of one of their members, not even members, a councillor, doing this. So, not the first time. So uh, there's a problem in the truth ends with this, and also there's a problem here too because it was a recession before, now it's a depression. So very good stuff. But long story short, everybody is saying it. Even the Department of Finance itself is saying it. What's really caused this now, like whatever but a recession before, what's really caused this now depression, um, like anybody would tell you, and I've said this before, it was all the cuts, because all people pretty much nobody's buying anything. Pretty much, they're only buying the essentials, right? They're not buying anything else. So what that means is people are spending less money than they did before, and the subsidies and stuff for shops are gone. They're long gone. They've been all cut into bits. So there's no support for businesses, and all the businesses are closed, and people are losing their jobs. There's no new jobs because all the businesses are doing fucking miserable. So basically, all the cuts have caused a depression now. So it's pretty much went from recession to depression. So it's pretty much the Great Depression all over again in terms of Finland. And all it takes the truth ends. Um, because literally in a month it's 10% the unemployment rate in Finland. So great work, True Finns. So there we go. We just chat among ourselves now because to be totally honest with you, I am a bit too tired to be yapping for hours. To be totally honest with you. Told not to be him. Well, I don't even know. He didn't even give him his name. This person's name. So as soon as the fella asked for his name, he was gone. So some kind of autism charity. That's all he says. But sure, look at he could be making it up. He could be saying to this fellow, "Oh, I'm working for an autism charity in Donegal. Oh, I'm working for the Old Patients Society or something like that." Like he's probably making it up as he goes along. So who knows? But as long as he doesn't do any more, as long as he doesn't cause any more trouble tonight, then that's the main thing. But as long as he didn't take anybody else's money. Mhm. Former prison officer. I don't know if it's. I couldn't tell you who he is because nobody seems to know who he is. That's what I'm saying. He's not a local person. Um, I just look at the community, like the WhatsApps. No, well, not the WhatsApps, but the community Facebook things to see what's the story. I don't think anybody will find out who he is tonight now. Um, I don't know how he did it to him, or somebody like him maybe. But we see what happens. We see what's going on. So not much information anymore about it. But I look into it anyway tomorrow. We find out a bit more um, about what's the situation with that. Uh, Yeah, well, I don't know. I hardly did it to him. That's what I. It'd be too much of a coincidence. It'd probably him being on it. I don't know. It's hard to know. That's literally all I know. Like I was literally talking to that man for 2 minutes, so I don't know much more than that, unfortunately. So, but I will. We find out. We will hear more. There'll be more setting out tonight rather than tomorrow night. Well, not tomorrow. All throughout tomorrow, they'll be talking about it. But that's the first I heard of it, just there, literally 10 minutes ago. Yeah, he could be putting on a fake accent too. You could be writing that too. See, I was only told what I was told out. He didn't turn up my door yet. See, at least if he was at my door, then I could tell you what I make up. But you know, I'm only going by literally what I heard for 2 minutes, and that's about it. So I don't know. She could be putting, as Sean said, could be putting on the accent. But this man was adamant, especially he said he had a license plate Donegal too. His license plate was Donegal. He had a Donegal license plate, so I don't know. It could be just trying to make out he's from Donegal. I don't know. It's weird, and that's but I think that's on God the Shin O'Connell. I think that's a Gaudica. Yeah, it seems like a Gaudica. Yeah, it seems like maybe they found him. They might have found him, maybe. Because that's going towards the city. That's going towards where it seems to be. And I didn't look out the window, but going by the noise of it, seems to be going that way. So they might have got him. Let's put that way. Um, don't know, but so no, no. To be totally honest, I am far too tired for this. To be totally honest, tonight, uh, like I'm barely awake. To be totally honest, um, like it goes back to what I was saying the other night. Uh, you would just don't really have the energy. That's to be totally honest. That's to be totally honest with everybody. I don't really have it tonight too either. I think we'll leave it there for tonight. To be totally honest, because um, get a bit of a rest. Um, um, so yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Because to be totally honest, I'm too tired and don't have the energy pretty much to be live. To be totally honest tonight. Um, give us a lap. That's no, we're not going that way. We're not going down that road. If you if you want to see that, Twitch is there. But yeah, uh, we live it tonight. We'll be back Saturday. Hopefully have a bit more energy. Saturday. Um, because at the moment I don't really have the energy to be totally honest with you. So yeah, just don't have the energy to be totally. I'm too tired to be totally honest with you. So yeah, I'll leave you to it. I talk to you again Saturday. Hopefully there'll be a few videos up tomorrow. So yeah, talk to you later.